As you guys know, I haven't been the biggest fan of Dragon Quest Treasures since its release. I mean, I already have a video out mostly hating on it. However, as I've said before, I think the game is definitely worth it if you're a Dragon Quest fan. The nostalgia and cute monsters roaming around the world is enough for any avid fan. However, the game is surely not worth it unless you have that nostalgia for Dragon Quest, and I'm going to be talking a little bit more in depth about another reason why you probably should avoid buying the game if you're not. The biggest problem with the game, maybe even more so than the constant reskins, as I talked about before, is the combat system that Dragon Quest Treasures has. After playing the game for hours on end, I found myself getting incredibly bored and disappointed in the gameplay loop. In this game, Dragon Quest has moved away from the turn-based combat that it's known for and changed into real-time combat. While I'm glad they are trying new things and likely preparing for their next title in the series, Dragon Quest XII, they did not do a good job. In fights, your character can slash with their knife with a 4-move combo. This is the only combo in the game, and it takes only one button to do it. Your other combat option is to dodge out of the way of attacks. You can roll. The next option you have is by far the best one, and that's the ability to shoot projectiles with your slingshot. This is the most fleshed out option by far. You can attack monsters with all sorts of different elements and status effects with all types of different bullets that you have the options to use. Anyway, that's essentially the entire extent of your character's options when in combat. You can also use your special move, Wild Side, in order to do all of these combat options faster. That's the extent of the combat, and it's incredibly simple, and the simplicity causes the game to get old extremely quickly. At least the combat portion of the game. This is sadly something no one expected from the Dragon Quest series. Dragon Quest has always had an incredibly diverse combat system with hundreds of different spells and moves that your character can use, and beyond that, the Monster Joker series has even more variety. With all the different monsters, there's a huge amount of different move options. The monsters in this game only have a couple abilities if you're lucky, and most will just use their standard attack the whole time. I don't want to keep hammering the same points, but there's just not enough combat options to keep the game interesting. And there's not enough enemy options to make putting up with an incredibly simple combat system worth it. If Dragon Quest plans to continue making games with real-time combat and move away from the turn-based past, there are definitely some changes that need to be made. The first and probably most important difference that needs to be made is an increase in the types of moves that are available. More options would help lead to a more complex system. Another change is that there needs to be weapon variety. Using an incredibly weak dagger for the entirety of Dragon Quest Treasures does not make the combat any more flashy or enjoyable. I'm not a game design genius or even knowledgeable at it. I'm just throwing darts at the dartboard and hoping some of my points make sense. My credentials in this area are that I play a lot of games and am minoring in game design with my software degree. The reason that doesn't matter though is because I have yet to take a class for game design. So I'm not better than anyone else in this space. I think that if the Dragon Quest developers take a look at some BioWare games, they can find a way to make their combat work. I think the slower but extremely tactical gameplay of Dragon Age and Mass Effect could fit very well with the Dragon Quest series. It would keep the game tactical, with lots of different options with spells and moves. With a slower pace, you'd have time to make intelligent decisions. Anyway, that's all I really have to say on the topic, and I hope that they overhaul the system before they release the next game of the series. Anyway, I'm a huge fan of the Dragon Quest series, and I've enjoyed the game. There are limitations keeping me from enjoying it more than I currently have. I appreciate everyone who watched the video. Please leave your comments below if you disagree with me or not. Thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoyed the video and plan to watch more in the future. Subscribe if you love me, or if you just like my content. Anyway, that was awful. I read the script terrible. I'm really sorry, guys. It's like my third time trying to read it. There's something wrong with I just can't think right now. Especially the end there, I was really fucking up a lot. But it's I don't know, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. And yeah, how long is this video? Let me check real quick. I don't know if I have to buff out this watch time. Oh shit, we're at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. We gotta make it to 5 minutes, so I'm about to fill some airtime, guys. Let's think here. What should my next video be about? Monster Hunter or Dragon Quest would be a good guess on what it's going to be about. But what should it be about? Crippling depression. Anyway, we just hit 5 minutes, boys and girls, so have a good one and stay blessed.